Welcome everybody. Today in this video I'm gonna prove to you that the urges are literally fake, they are not real craving, just like what everyone is telling you. And the moment you're gonna understand this is the moment when you're gonna quit pornography as easy as it sounds. Literally, effortlessly. And today I will show you why and how. So basically in this video I'm gonna talk about how to overcome pornography addiction in an effortless way. The truth is, every single person on social media, they always gonna tell you that you need to find a way to not deal with the urges. That's not the case. The urges are fake in the first place, okay? And nobody gonna tell you this, right? Because I want to give you a real value. I want to make you understand that are literally fake. The urges are fake. So the main goal of this video is that I want to give you a perspective shift that's gonna make you overcoming pornography so much easier than you think, okay? And you're going to see that the urges are actually fake signals from your brain, because your brain is just like a baby, and I'm gonna talk more about it later in this video. And why most people fail, because they give pornography as a false value. A lot of people give too much benefits, too much perceived value to pornography. That's why they watch it in the first place. And how you can quit it in a way that it's super easy, and once you can understand the truth. And this is the truth. I'm gonna give you every single thing in this video. All you have to do is implement every single actionable step. Okay, so first I'm gonna tell you why this matters, because most men believe that pornography is the real problem, is the problem in the first place. Okay, they think that the urges which is fake, are too powerful, and the only way is through constant discipline and fighting themselves. And this is literally the wrong game. Why is it the wrong game? Because every single person that you're gonna see on social media, on TikTok, it doesn't matter, right? They're always gonna tell you that you just need to be busy. You just need to do this. You just need to do that, which is not the case. And here's the truth, right? The truth is the urges are not even a real craving in the first place, right? Because craving are fake. It's your brain who is doing this in the first place. Remember of the example that I gave you in the previous video about the baby and the milk. The brain is like a baby, and the milk is like pornography. If you don't give the baby the milk, he's gonna keep crying. Same thing with your brain. If you don't give your brain some cheap dopamine or instant gratification by watching pornography, he's gonna try to find excuses in order to watch it. Okay, so it's literally an illusion from your brain that has, it has learned from over time. Your brain literally learned this as a coping mechanism. He used it as a coping mechanism. Okay, and once you're gonna understand this, the struggle will literally end. Okay, but here's the real part, right? The crazy part is that quitting pornography is not just about quitting pornography, just like what everyone is telling you, right? It's about unlocking your masculinity, your focus, your energy that we're buried under this habit. Okay, once you're gonna overcome this addiction, you will see that your potential is crazy, because that's the only thing. If you don't go to I'm not gonna say going to parties, but I'm just gonna say if you have only one addiction, which is not even an addiction in the first place, if you just watch pornography and that's all, you're still on your self-improvement journey, brother. If you just overcome this addiction, that's it. That's all you have to do. Literally, that's the only thing that is holding your potential back. As soon as you're gonna overcome this addiction, that's it. You're gonna achieve whatever you want in this life. Okay, the status that you want, the girls that you want, even though it's not really good, because you just need one loyal girlfriend, they're gonna be your wife. Okay, so that's where the real transformation happens, and most guys never get there because nobody showed them the real perspective. Every single person tell them just to be busy, maybe read the Bible, read the Quran or whatever. But yes, it does work, but it's not the case for every single person. Why? It's because, as you can see here, this is you, and this is your thoughts. You close yourself, you put yourself in the box in the first place, and you close yourself with this box. You literally trap yourself with your own thoughts. You think that it's an addiction, it's because of the urges, it's because you are stressed, it's because you don't have a girlfriend, it's because you have a high testosterone, and all of these excuses. Remember the example that I gave you, the baby and the milk, right? The baby always gonna try to find a way to cry just to get the milk. Same thing with your brain. You're always gonna try to find excuses, right? Which is an illusion, just like what I said previously, just to get what he wants, basically. Okay, your brain is kind of like egotistical. He doesn't really care about you. He just wants what he wants. Okay, and he gonna want it no matter what you want. Okay, so this is you. All you have to do is open the box, right? And today I'm gonna show you how you can open this box. So how to do it step by step. It's super easy, and I promise you, if you just implement what I'm gonna tell you, you can overcome this addiction right now. As soon as you're gonna finish this video, that's it, you overcame this addiction. Okay, so please give me your full attention. So how to do it step by step. First thing first, I want you to understand is you need to see the urges are fake signal. Your urges are fake, just like a fake signal, right? It's a fake signal. So when the urge comes, it feels too powerful. It's like, oh my gosh, what I'm gonna do? There is nothing. Let me just go on my bed and watch pornography. But it's nothing more than a conditioning reflex. It's a reflex that your body, not your body, but your brain trying to find a way, like I've said before, right? Previously, it's an excuse. It's gonna try to find an excuse in order to watch pornography. And obviously it's gonna be kind of like a coping mechanism or a reflex, okay? And you need to change this. It's kind of like a notification on your phone. It grabs your attention, but offers no real value. As soon as you're gonna get a notification, you will see that it's settings, or maybe it's just an update that you need to do for one of your apps, right? What? It's not valuable. It's nothing. It's not a message from someone that you truly see it as something valuable, right? Once you see it for what it is, you will stop reacting. Okay? That's the first thing. And here is the key. The urges itself is powerless. See, the urges are fake. That's the first thing. And the second thing is they have no power. You are the one who create the urges and you give them power, literally, until you give it a meaning. The second thing is you need to break the false value of pornography. It's because, like I've said previously, you give too much perceived value to pornography. That's the reason why in the first place you watch pornography, even if you have a girlfriend, even if you are married, even if you have kids, no matter what, you will still watch pornography. It's because there is a big perceived value in pornography. The only reason you relapse is because you secretly believe porn is giving you something. Like what? Like pleasure, relaxation, intimacy, and something else. Like I've said previously, it's kind of like a coping mechanism. Use it because you were stressed, because of your job, right? You get what I'm saying, because of the pressure. There's a lot of things, right? There's a lot of excuses, okay? But ask yourself this, after the high is gone, right? Which is the kind of like the emotional state, when you're gonna start to only think about the urges or think about watching your favorite, right, video on the hub, what's left? Always ask yourself. The only thing they're gonna be left after watching pornography is regret, shame, and feeling of being weaker. That's not even worth it. It's literally a scam. It's literally a scam in the first place. You know why it's a scam? It's because you think that it's good, but it doesn't end up good. It makes you be in this phase of post-night clarity when you start to think about the fact that what you just did is bad. Literally. All of those things just because of 5 minutes of pleasure. Literally, right? Not even 5 minutes, like 1, 2 minutes, 3 minutes maybe. You know what I'm saying? So, excuse me, really ask yourself this. Once you see pornography as a scam, you don't feel like you're missing out. Because think about it, a lot of people, it's just like those people that keep scrolling. I do scroll, but I don't scroll a lot, right? When I keep scrolling, I found out that I get instant gratification every single time I scroll, right? But obviously, every single time I want to scroll to the next video, it's because I feel like I'm missing out on something. We are humans, we are curious. And this curiosity is the reason why we keep scrolling, we keep watching pornography, and so on, okay? And you feel like you're escaping a trap. That's literally all. The third thing that I want you to do is to replace it with your true purpose. I really cannot emphasize this enough. This is super, super important, and this is what I can help you do inside the coaching program, okay? So humans are not designed to chase pixels. You already know that, right? It makes sense. But you are wired to chase purpose, building, creating, winning in life, leading, loving, and so on. When you redirect your energy or transmute your energy into something real, it can be your body, right? It can be your career, it can be your relationship. Literally, pornography starts to look ridiculous, right? It's because, like I've told you before, perceived value. You literally, if you put your purpose here, as you can see, and pornography here, you will see that your purpose is more valuable than pornography. It's not beneficial. Your purpose is more beneficial than pornography, because pornography is not beneficial, it have no value, plus it's a freaking scam, okay? So that's what I want to understand. And of course, the more you step into your real purpose, the less you even think about relapsing, okay? Look, think about it. A lot of people, especially if you are kind of like younger, right, and you watch this video, you're probably gonna be relapsing because you feel bored, or maybe because you don't have anything, like no purpose. You don't wanna make money. You don't want to have a career, a professional career. You don't have a job. You just live with your in your parents' basement, maybe, or you live by yourself. Obviously, you're gonna be relapsing, right? It's because you don't have no purpose. Okay, and like I've told you before, you're gonna be using pornography as a coping mechanism. Okay, you can literally perceive playing video games on your PS5 more valuable than watching pornography. That's what we use it to do when we use it to be young. It's because we perceived games as more valuable than watching two people kissing, right? It makes sense. And of course, the fourth thing is that you need to stop fighting. Just need to understand why you need to stop fighting is because it's gonna activate your primal instinct. When you're gonna activate your primal instinct, what's gonna happen is you're not gonna be thinking. You're not gonna be thinking with logic. You're not gonna be conscious. You need to understand that your mind is 95% subconsciousness and 5% consciousness, right? 95% subconsciousness is gonna be about me. I want to go on relapse. I have the urges. I'm stressed because of my job. I don't know what to do. I'm bored. Let me just go on relapse. No, but 5%, when you're gonna activate your prefrontal cortex, which is the one that's gonna make you logical in the logical state, you're not gonna be this primal instinct anymore, which is a state, right? You're just gonna be thinking logically. You're not gonna be fighting. You're just gonna understand that it's not valuable. That's all. That's as easy as it sounds. Most men fight urges, and that keeps them stuck. You shouldn't be fighting in the first place. Even in the Bible, they say that you shouldn't be fighting against lust. You just have to run away from lust. It's even in the Bible for those people that are Christian, right? Fighting means you believe the urges are literally strong because you give it value, like I've said. You can apply law of detachment. I don't know if you guys know this, but law of detachment is just when you detach yourself from something, okay? It's just like those people that want to make more money. You just need to stop and detach yourself from money. If you want to quit pornography, just detach yourself from pornography, from the urges, from the perceived value in pornography. That's all you have to do, literally, okay? And of course, when you see it as an illusion, there is nothing to fight. You just let it pass and you keep moving forward. It's because, like I've told you, it's not beneficial for you. We are humans. In the end of the day, we're always gonna try to chase something that is beneficial for us, okay? Should I say we are egotistical? No, really, but it's just something human that everyone is doing. That's when it feels effortless, and that's when freedom becomes your new normal. You're not even gonna perceive it as as a freedom. You're just gonna perceive it as something normal. I'm just not the type of person who relapses. And this is like an identity shift. You can literally do this as well, and it's gonna work every single time. Identity shift works every single time. I keep talking about this every single time on my videos is because it works, okay? I even, show inside the coaching program how to do this as well, but properly, of course. So, of course, the conclusion is that overcoming pornography is not about discipline, it's not about endless struggle, it's about changing how you see the problem, your perspective, okay? Your perceived value. And once you see the urges are fake, once you break the false value of pornography, and once you start living with purpose, quitting becomes super, super easy. Like I've told you, you give too much energy and too much value to your purpose, and you don't give it to pornography, because pornography, it's nothing. It's literally nothing. It's not as good as it sounds. We make things better, we make things good, because when you keep watching this video, you kind of put yourself inside the video. It's like, wow, this girl have a very, it's lustful, right? She have forms that I want to touch, and I feel like I'm the one who have the intimate relationship. Remember that your brain doesn't know the difference between the reality and what it's fake. So obviously you're gonna perceive yourself just like if you are having an intimate relationship with the woman that you are watching on the screen, pixels, okay? But it's not the case, okay? So the truth is, most people never hear quitting pornography is just the first step, okay? You need to understand that quitting pornography is just the first step. Why? It's because the real journey is about transmuting that energy into power, into your body, your mind, your money, your relationship, and so on. And that's when you stop just quitting pornography and you start becoming unstoppable. That's the only thing that is holding your potential back, right? It's just like this. I keep giving this example a lot, but I'm just gonna give it again. It's just like if you have like a heavy bag. When you're gonna take off this bag, you're not gonna feel heavy anymore. You're just gonna, you can literally run. You can fly even if you want to, okay? It's because nothing is heavy on you. And this addiction is super, super heavy on you. But guess what? The backpack is not even here. It's a fake backpack that you created with your own thoughts. Remember the example that I gave to you, the box, okay? We're just gonna call it the box example. So if you want to go deeper into this and learn the exact system I use with my clients to make relapses impossible, literally almost impossible. I literally made a lot of people overcome this addiction so freaking easy, because you're gonna have someone that's gonna hold you accountable. That's the first thing. And second thing is, every single time we only have one coaching session. They overcome this addiction in one coaching session. It's because you just need to change your perspective, okay? And if you implement everything that I told you in this video, let's say you can just overcome this addiction. And if you feel like it's super hard, or maybe you need someone that's gonna hold you accountable, and you really think that it's way deeper than this, all you have to do is book a free discovery call. The first link in the description. And of course, as you can see on the screen, I've helped all of those people overcoming this addiction. You can be one of them if you just want to. The only thing that is stopping you is your own thoughts, okay? And of course, remember that life is all about lessons. Learn as much as you can. Peace.